I started fishing about the 9th grade. Now I'm 33. I've been out of school 15 years, so you add it up. About 20 years.
Do you ever go fishing? Do you ever eat fish? Do you buy fish from the market? If you do, or know anyone who does, then we have some news for you.
And why do you fish?
For fun, kind of relax, kind of cathartic effect. And, you're able to spend time with your friends, catch fish, sometimes eat them.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
This is the one day out of the week I don't work, so this is how I relax.
Mostly I come out here just to meditate, get away from it. I bring a good book, my radio, and before I know it, 6 hours have gone by, It's cool, and it's cheap. You can go fishing for about $5, and entertain yourself, get away. No one can call you,
Yeah.
You just get away, get away for a while.
Did you eat the fish that you catch?
I'll occasionally eat a fish, I'll catch like a striper or a halibut. I'll eat those. I'll either throw the rest back or give them to somebody who wants them.
This is a good part of what I eat.
I try to eat all of them.
Look up and down here and look at some of the cultures and the mixture of cultures you have.
I think some people don't even speak English around here. I think quite a few people depend on fishing out here or wherever in the bay for a big part of their meals.
Where I work, we have a chef that went to the culinary school in San Francisco, and I told him I went fishing and I caught 4 fish, and I was going to bring one in and have them cooked. And he says, from the bay? And I said, yeah. And he said, did you eat it? I said, yeah. He says, I wouldn't eat the fish out the bay. I said, why? He said, mercury.
Fish in San Francisco Bay have been found to contain chemicals that are bad for your health. Based on this study, the government has put out a health warning on how much fish is safe to eat from San Francisco Bay. Don't let this warning scare you. If you eat small amounts of fish and cook it a certain way, you can reduce the amount of chemicals in the fish. We'll show you how to do that today.
Some of the health problems that can be caused from these chemicals are cancer and damage to the immune, nervous, and reproductive system. These chemicals can also cause children to be born with birth defects or suffer a slower mental and physical development.
We have industry everywhere, and the waste goes somewhere, and there's a lot of restrictions as to how they dump the waste and all that. But, what actually goes on, we don't know.
Until the cook told me that, I didn't know. I know that, they have oil spills and, the dump, that people do not always put what they should in dumps, and the dump is right over there. So common sense would tell you that the water, common sense has told you that the water is polluted.
These chemicals come from various sources of pollution. Waste from factories, industry, and agriculture. The chemicals are mostly found in the fat of the fish. Chemicals are also found in the fillet, but not at such high levels. Over time, these chemicals can accumulate in your fat. You will not get sick right away, but if you eat large amounts of fish for a long time, the buildup of these chemicals may cause health problems.
How do you cook the fish that you catch?
Fry it or bake it.
Bake them. Bake them whole.
The ultimate way is to fry it. I'm supposed to be on a diet and not eat fried foods, but I tried broiling them is cool, baking them is cool, but frying them is the best.
You or your family might cook fish from San Francisco Bay. Even if you don't cook dinner or go fishing often, you will find this information to be important to you and your family's health.
Here at Dover School, we'll show you how you can reduce the amount of chemicals in the fish that you eat. Follow these instructions for safe fish preparation. Remember, even fish from the market may be contaminated with chemicals.
We're going to do a little demonstration today. I just want to let you know that there are ways in which you can cook a fish and reduce the amount of pollution you're going to get or chemicals you'll get into your body. You can go home and tell your parents to do the very same thing with this recipe, and then you can eat it yourself at home. These scales are going to fly.
You could get cut.
Yeah, you're right. You have to be careful.
Getting hit by flying scales.
This diagram shows you what you should do when you cook fish, and we're going to be doing this today, okay? This is Spanish and English. Fat in the fish is on the back, the belly, the back, the belly, the midline, which is right here, and the organs. And the guts. So you want to take all these parts out because that's where all the pollutants are. We shouldn't eat the skin because there's fat underneath the skin and there's chemicals in the fat, right? But if you have to eat the skin, the government says that you can poke holes in the skin, like this. So,
That's so cool.
by poking holes in the fish, when you poke holes in the fish, when you cook it, the fat will drain out. And when all the juices fall out of the fish, like melted butter, you want to throw that part away because that part has the chemicals in it, okay? Taking out the inside,
His heart.
Okay.
Se los puedo Oh, cool.
Okay, so these are the insides. Some groups eat the liver, and we want to let them know that it's not a good part to eat because it has the most chemicals in it. Because all the chemicals that a fish will absorb will go straight to the liver. So you want to take this part out.
The next step is to put ginger and green onions inside the fish.
We're going to be cooking the fish inside here. And for only about 20 minutes or so. Remember we were stabbing the fish? And that created holes in the fish, right? So what's going to happen when I cook the fish?
The fat is going to come out.
Yes. Through where?
The skin.
And what's in the fat?
Contamination.
Contamination, chemicals, right?
Toxin.
So by throwing away the juices of the fish, what are we going to do? Throw out the chemicals, right?
Yeah.
And because we don't want to eat the chemicals, remember? And that's why we put these kinds of sauces in the fish, because if we threw away all the juices and we didn't have these kinds of sauces in there, then it wouldn't taste very good, right? It'd be very dry. But this allows the fish to be moist and have some kind of taste. It'll make it taste very good. Because there are these chemicals in the fish, the government says that if you're an adult, you should tell your parents this, if you're an adult, you shouldn't eat fish from San Francisco Bay more than twice a month. And if you're a pregnant woman or a child under 6, you should eat it only once a month. And this is because when you're young, as you are, you're not fully grown yet. You're still not at your adult height. So these chemicals could affect the way you grow. It could give you slower mental and physical growth, meaning, yes, you might not grow to your full height. Let's see how our fish is doing. See how it's cooking? See how this steam is cooking? That's how it's getting cooked. All these juices at the bottom of the fish, what do we want to do with the juices?
Throw it away.
Throw it away, right.
It looks good.
Look at all those juices falling out. Now that it's cooked, I can start to peel away the skin of the fish.
That's it.
See how I can just peel the skin off?
Oh, I know how to do
Easy, right?
Yeah, because you guys fold it. When you fold it, it's easy to take off. I thought you were going to eat that part.
We're not going to eat this part, remember?
Yeah, that's what my mom does. She take out the skin.
I just wanted to let you know what Cesar showed you, that there's fat along the back, and along the belly, and along the midline. And after you cook it, you'll be able to identify this fat, and you can take it out and not eat that part. This has been a great audience.
Safe cooking habits. Cut out the fat on the back, belly, and midline of the fish. Cut out the organs. These parts have the most chemicals in them. If you eat the skin, poke holes in the skin before cooking. Cook the fish in a rack and let the juices drip out. Throw away the juices. This is where the chemicals are. Safe eating habits. Only eat fish from San Francisco Bay 2 times a month. Pregnant women and children under age 6 should only eat bay fish once a month. Do not eat fish from the market more than 4 times a week. Pregnant women and children under age 6 should eat fish from the market only once a week. Eat different types of fish. Safe fishing habits. Fish in different locations, not in one location. For more information, call Save San Francisco Bay Association at 510-452-9261. The California Department of Health Services at 510-450-3818. Or the California Office of Environmental Health Hazard Assessment at 510-540-3063.
Have a good time. Fish good. Catch some fish. Peace. I'm out.
I'll see you later, camera.
Halibut. Halibut